Hello, my name is Stephanie Yates, and I decided to share my book, um, My Spiritual Wishes, the Guide for My Spiritual Life. This is day 2, so we're going to go over chapter 2. You can watch the previous video to see chapter 1, and where I go over the dedication, the acknowledgments, and the contents of the book. And so this is a cover, and you can purchase it on the Amazon platform. And this is the dedication of what the book is designed for, and it's designed as a workbook. This is the content. And so yesterday, chapter 1 was about spiritual journey. So today, chapter 2 is going to be about your spiritual transition. And so let's go over that. And I encourage you to get a composition book. Get your family members, y'all go over this together, and it just be a nice time to share with each other your spiritual journey, because a lot of people do not know your spiritual journey, and especially like some of your younger family members, your some grandkids or little nieces and nephews. They don't know why you are the way you are. They don't know what God brought you through. They don't know what churches you went to, what leadership you followed, and knowing that, it'll help them to know you a little better. Like in chapter 1, that started off about your spiritual journey, it asked about your higher power or your deity. When did you accept it? When you were baptized? What place you were baptized? Your ordinations and different stuff like that. That's covered in chapter 1. And also it asks what churches or temples that you attended, and where were they located. Everything might not have been centered around Memphis. You may have lived in another state and worshiped somewhere else. Any ministries or auxiliaries that you were a part of. Maybe you were in the mass choir. Maybe you served on the usher board, or maybe you was a spiritual leader, a Sunday school teacher, or Bible study teacher. And growing up, your family did not know that. So it's nice time to gather together, share. So that's chapter 1. Chapter 2 today, we're going to talk about spiritual transitions. And in the book, on spiritual transitions, the first thing it asks you to do is write your name in the book, or you can write it in a composition book where you can have the book and you can share with a lot of people, and you and your family can get together and go through the book. Okay, so chapter 2 says, I attend my current worship place because. So why do you attend the place you worship at now? Why? And it's important to know why. Why are you there? Why are you at the place that you chose to worship at? Then the next thing is, I left my place of worship because. So if you ever left a place of worship, why did you leave it? Because some people may think that you left it because of the leadership there, or a person there that you may not have liked or got along with, or whatever the situation may be. They don't know why you left. And so they make the assumptions that you left for reasons that you did not leave for. So if you share that information, then they'll know why you left that place. Then the next page says, I returned to my place of worship because. So if you ever left a worship place and you went back, why'd you go back? And then it says, I need from my place of worship. So you name the place of worship, and what do you need from where you go to worship at? What are your needs there? Why do you go there? What do you need from that place of worship? And then the next question, the next paragraph to fill out, it says, I see my place of worship as. So you name your place of worship, and what do you see it? As a refuge, as a place to go on Sunday because, grandmama and them went there, or your grandparents went there, your granddad went there, or your sister or brother went there. Why? How do you see your place of worship? So I'm going to answer this, and this is kind of hard. Not hard, but anyway, it's something to think about when you're going to be honest. When you're going to be honest with yourself and with your family. So it says, I attend my current place of worship because. Okay, so I attend New Sardis Baptist Church in Memphis, Tennessee, and I attended because it is a place where God have guided me to be, and it is wonderful. I'm enriched there spiritually. I grow there spiritually. I get an opportunity to be involved in ministry. I get an opportunity to learn by going to Sunday school, going to Bible study, teaching some Sunday school classes. I'm not teaching right now, but participating in different activities to help the church to grow, working in media, working in ministry, in whatever area they choose to for me to work in. I love helping in the church, and I love administration. So whatever I could do to further the cause of Christ, that is why I attend the church I'm currently attending. And it asks too, I left my place of worship because. Okay, so I only been to 3 churches. I went to Lakeview Baptist Church when I was young. I left there when I was 18. Not because I felt like I was grown or anything, but I left there after the pastor passed. And they didn't have a plan of action for a new pastor. And then the lady that took us to church, I used to ride the bus with the lady named Miss Cribb. So after she passed, we didn't have transportation pretty much to the church. So when I turned 18, I left that church, and then I went to Bethlehem Temple. I went to Bethlehem Temple. Let me see. I don't know if I started when I turned 18, but I found out about Bethlehem Temple through a coworker. When I was in college, we had to do a co-op. They had a co-op program where you had to actually go out and work part of your semester. So I would go out to work, and I met this beautiful, beautiful spirit. This is the back of the book. Barbara Farabee, and she attended Bethlehem Temple, so she told me about Bethlehem Temple, and so I got married there when I was 23. And so after I got married there, I later joined the church, and so I attended there, I think until I turned 40. I think 40. I'm not sure, but I attended there for a while. And so during my time there, my mom passed. And after my mom passed, I had already lost my father, and I lost my mom, and just started having thousands of questions, why Lord, and all that. But my mom died of small cell lung cancer. So after my mom passed, I moved out of the neighborhood I stayed in, and I was looking for a church home close to where I moved to. And so in the area that I was in, I visited several churches to see if, Lord, but I prayed about it, Lord, please guide me somewhere where I can continue to grow spiritually. Not saying that I wasn't growing there, but I desired more. And I wanted to do more things and get deeper in my relationship with God, and be guided in other directions and do more things. And so I prayed about it. I sought a church in the area that I lived in, and God led me to New Sardis Baptist Church. So I left the church I was at then, and I went to New Sardis Baptist Church. And so I've been at New Sardis Baptist Church since 2004. And I love my church home. So that's my one move, my movement in regard to churches. So it's not a lot of movement, thank you, God. And so then the next question was, I returned to my place of worship because, and so I hadn't returned to a place of worship. Lakeview, I'm not sure if it's still there. The pastor there was Reverend T.J. Denson, and after he passed, I think his son Jesse took over. So I hadn't returned there. I hadn't returned to Bethlehem because God is using me at New Sardis, and I'm grateful. And then I need my place of worship. Oh, God, yes. Why do you need your place of worship? Why do you need to go there every Sunday? I need my place of worship for the spiritual growth, the spiritual insight, the relationships, having a community of people that help you on this spiritual journey. Pray with you, pray for your family, visit your loved ones, help you in all the chapters of your life, getting married, if someone passed. Like 2 of my sisters have passed, and oh God, no, I needed New Sardis Baptist Church family to be there for me, and they were there in for both of my sisters passing, for my mom passing, and they just have been a beacon of hope, a beacon of life, very encouraging. So I need my place of worship. I need my church family. I need the beloved community, and they provide that for me. And then I see my place of worship as a extension of God's love. That's the best way to put it, because going there, meeting, knowing the people, you feel part of a family. You feel the love of God, and from the pulpit to the shepherds and ushers that open the door for you. You feel the greeting of love and the hugs and the encouraging words, and even the information that you get throughout the week, the Bible study, when you go to Friday Bible study, calling in to the Bible study prayer line, calling in on the prayer line. It's just a beautiful place. So, and I pray that, those that, go through the book and realize the journey that they're on, find a place where you feel the love of God, that God is caring for you, and you feel the passion of the people, and you see the hands of God, you see the work of God. Christ-centered, Bible-based, life focus is part of the motto at New Sardis. Service and proclamation. I forgot the third one. But being a soldier for the Lord, being the eyes and ears and arms and hands of God, and the different ministries that you can get involved in where you can help this world to be a better place. So that concludes chapter 2. And so next we'll go over chapter 3. Again, the name of the book is My Spiritual Wishes. The Guide for My Spiritual Life is not focused, but the Guide for My Spiritual Life. So I encourage you again, get a composition book. Go through chapter 1, write down the questions, and write down the answers for your life. It could make a difference, and it'll bind your relationship with your family, and they'll know more about you. Thank you so much. Have a great one.